Hi everyone, this is Mark Scheeren with Big Woods Bucks. A lot of you know that I like to experiment with different rifles during the tracking season, and this year is no different. I'll be using something a little more unique than you regularly see in the Northeast woods. Lever action is common, and this is a lever action, but as many of you know, I'm a Marlin fan. I've always hunted with either a 336 or a 1894, 1895 model. But this year I want to try a Henry. This is a Henry, and it's in 44 mag. It's the big boy steel 20-inch barreled version. So it feels at 7 pounds very, very similar to the rifles I typically use, the 336. It's a little different because it's got the straight, grip, which I'm not that fond of, actually. I like a pistol grip more, but on this one, just because of the angle of it and the way the stock is designed, I plan on putting a scope. So the way it's designed with a scope, it lines up really, really beautifully. With a 20-inch barrel, the 44 Magnum is a pretty powerful round. I took it to the range the first time yesterday, and I found that it's a pretty darn accurate gun. I was getting 1-inch groups with iron sights at 50 yards, and that's really good. Now, what I'm shooting out of it is the Hornady 225 grain FTX, the flex tip bullets, and also the 240 grain XTPs. And at that yardage, they hit almost in the same identical spot. I'll probably go with the FTX bullets simply because they have such good velocity. And I'm not sure what scope I'm going to put on it yet. It's going to be a variable power 1x4, just because when you put a 1x4 on the gun, you can still carry it like this because the objective isn't big. They're pretty small. So you can wrap your hand around it as if it was no different than a peep sight. Plus, those short scopes tend to balance very well on these lever guns. So it's the other thing that I noticed about this, which is interesting, and it's very similar to the 1894 in this respect. The throw of the lever itself is it's a short stroke, and it's very slick. I mean, really precision made. I'm impressed. I've never had a Henry. I had one other one, a 30-30, that I gave to my son, but I didn't spend much time with it. But this one is really well made. The other thing that I noticed about this gun is, even though it's a 44 with a 20-inch barrel and the tube magazine, it's 7 pounds without a scope. So it's very similar in weight to a regular 336. So it's a little heavier than an 1894 Marlin. But boy, that makes it very solid in the hand. It points really well because, if you've ever fired a Winchester 94 or a Model 336 Marlin, they point incredibly well. Everybody knows I like the pump guns too, but I just wanted to switch it up this year. I wanted to do something that not a lot of people seem to be using, and the Henrys they're definitely becoming more popular, and I can see why. For the money, they're a pretty well built gun, and the wood. Look at the wood on this thing. It's absolutely tight grained, solid, really good checkering. I don't know if you can see that very well. The checkering is wrap around here. So I'll be taking the sight off, make the barrel clean underneath the scope for my hand. So I look forward to telling you about the deer I shoot with it. And hopefully we get enough snow that we can do some tracking. And I'm going to try and have a camera guy this year to follow me around. So we'll see how this new adventure begins and ends. Hope you enjoy. Take care. Bye.